We're going to start meditatively this morning, so if you'd like to find a pillow or a cushion to sit on, you can sit cross-legged or with your feet behind you, just so your hips are elevated, so you can create a nice, long, straight spine. I want you to be able to breathe deep. Good morning, Jenny. And the best way to be able to breathe deep is to have very good alignment. So we're going to stack the shoulders over the hips, pull in through the low belly, and let's just sweep the arms up for a little bit extra length. So reach up, maybe look up, and bring your hands right into your heart space. So you can keep your hands at your heart space or just rest them gently on your thighs. And then with a big breath in, tip your chin up, let your head release back. And then on your exhale, bring it back to center. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Gently close your eyes or just gaze down the tip of your nose. And we're going to start immediately to anchor into the breathing. So anchor into your breath. Inhale fully through the nose. Feel that breath go down your throat, into your lungs, maybe even into your belly. Pause. Then exhale it all out by drawing the navel in closer to your spine. And just cycling back through the breath that you took in, let it go out. And then as you find your rhythm and you keep repeating this inhale and exhale, maybe you notice your shoulders are hiked up. So let them soften. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Breathing in fully and completely, listening to the sounds that are around you or just to my voice. Keep concentrating on staying right here, guided by your breath. Take another full inhale and a very slow exhale. And in case you didn't pick up on it before, my word for today is perspective. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Maybe you've come to class this morning or you're watching this and you're filled with a little tension or anticipation or anxiety or frustration, or maybe there's a little bit of joy and some compassion and some peacefulness. Whatever you are feeling this morning, I want you to keep coming back to your inhales and your exhales. And if your perspective needs to change, allow the breath to be that vehicle. Let the breath help you change your perspective. What may feel tight and tense in your body, you're going to release and allow the breath to help you let go so you can come into some restorative and relaxing poses later. But for right now, we're going to just take another couple of moments seated quietly to just connect with our breath. Good morning, Marissa. One more full inhale. One more full exhale. With your next breath, sweep the arms up. Fill up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands right into your heart space. One more time, sweep, open the arms, palms up, reach up. Let the palms touch. Press one against the other, draw it into your heart space and let your thumbs rest right on your chest. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Feel the shoulders release. Pull in through the low belly. Take another breath in and another breath out. We're going to get busy right away this morning so we have some time to increase our heat and then we can slow it down and really enjoy our restorative poses later. So move your cushion or whatever you were sitting on and let's come right into downward facing dog. Spread your hands wide at the top of the mat. Take your feet out long behind you. Shift your hips up nice and high. And let's just check the alignment here of your down dog. So inhale, breathe up to your toes, lift the heels high. On your exhale, glide forward. Good morning, Pat, glad you're here. Come into your plank. Make sure that your body is in one straight line, and then with your breath, exhale your hips high. So now you've got the right alignment. You should have equal weight put into your hands, equal weight put into your feet. And take just a few moments here to pedal out your feet, maybe bend both knees, bringing your shins parallel to the mat, and then with a nice deep breath, press the leg bones to the back of the room, shifting your hips up nice and high, and come into the weight behind your index knuckle and your thumb knuckle, or your thumb pad. Drawing that weight to the inside of your hands will help alleviate some pain in your wrist, taking the pressure out of the outsides of your hands. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale again up to your toes, glide forward into plank. Take a full breath in, shift the hips back up, downward facing dog. Okay, let's be energized this morning and greet that sunshine. Big breath in as you come to your toes. On your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet right up in between your hands. And you take your time and listen to your body as you move through these sun A's. So on your next inhale, draw yourself into a halfway lift, letting the heart go forward and the head go forward, drawing the shoulders back. Look straight down so the back of your head stays in line with your spine. And then on your exhale, release that. Lower back down over your legs into a forward fold. Take a full breath in as you sweep up strong, standing tall, and then exhale, bring your hands to your heart space. Don't stay here too long. Another big breath in, reach the hands up. Just let the fluid movement take you from place to place. Exhale as you forward fold back over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank. If you want to take your knees down, do it now. But keep drawing the heart forward. And then as you bend your elbows on your exhale, lower yourself down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, release that. Retuck your toes. And then push back up either through your knees or full plank. Shift your hips up, downward facing dog. Ah, such a beautiful way to begin the day. Let the perspective shift in you naturally. There's nothing for you to do here except breathe in and out, over and over, and move your body in tempo, in rhythm, with how you breathe. There's nothing else to worry about. There's nothing else to think about. Just breathe. And together we'll move through another couple sun A's. Inhale again up to your toes. On your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet between your hands. Full breath in for that halfway lift. Really pull into the low belly, draw your shoulders back, and then let the exhale take you back down for a forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand strong. Take the right hand to the left wrist. Inhaling, reach up, and then exhale. Let yourself shift over, stretching out all those ribs. Keep drawing your shoulder back. Inhale, come back up to stand. Shift the grip. Go the other direction. Just stretching out your body. Seeing what feels tight, sore. Big breath in and then exhale, forward fold, right back down over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back out to plank. Pause in your plank. Choose to take the knees down or not, and then lower. And if you're lowering from full plank, really pull into that low belly. Shoulders and hips hit the mat at the same time. Untuck your feet. Really press down through the tops of your feet so you can draw the shoulders back. And maybe you have enough energy that you want to straighten your arms and float your thighs. You take yourself where you need to go. There's no right or wrong here this morning. We're just breathing and working on some happiness and joy, some peace and relaxation. As you finish up this flow and you make your way back to down dog, I encourage you to pedal out your feet, figuring out where you need some extra love and attention. Take another breath in and another breath out. Last sun A, big breath in, up to the toes. Exhale, feet forward, right between your hands. Big breath in for that halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand strong, and then exhale, hands right back down through center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, take your feet back out to plank, and you know where you need to go now. So either you flow and rinse this off, taking the necessary modifications, or going full board. Breathing into your up dog, stretching open across the heart, and then shifting your hips back up to go back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pausing here in your down dog. Let's come back to that word, perspective. Why is it necessary? Well, because if we don't practice some type of perspective, if we don't think that there are other ways to view things, we get stuck. And it's hard enough being in the house right now or wherever you're stuck. Even if you're working, if you're an essential worker and you're watching this later, maybe you feel stuck because you have to go to work. Whatever the situation is for you right now, let's face it, life is challenging whether we're in this or not. So take another deep breath in and a deep breath out and let yourself find some clarity through your breathing. One more breath in, one more breath out. Inhale your right leg straight out behind you, really push through the heel, bending at the knees, stack your hips open, taking a big breath in and a big breath out, and then bring the foot back down, back into your down dog. Inhaling, take the left leg out long behind you, again pushing through the heel, bend at the knees, stretch, twisting open the other way, and then bring it back down, feet meet, you're back in down dog. Take a full breath in as you lift that right leg straight out behind you again, and this time on your exhale, bring it forward, feel a lift come up through your center, and plant that right foot right by your right thumb. Take a full breath in as you rise up strong for crescent. So in your crescent, pause and breathe here. Take at least 3 breaths, paying attention to where your knee is, right over the right ankle, and that the left heel is high above the left toes. And you see how I'm leaning forward. If you happen to be looking at your screen, don't do that. Pull yourself back. Bend deeper into the right knee and then press the left thigh bone. You feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Take a full breath in as you rise up. Hands go high, maybe you look up, and then drop the elbows down, opening up for goalpost arms. Take a nice deep breath in as you stay strong in your grounded legs and twist to the right. Lengthen out the arms, rebend, come back to center, sweep the hands up, and then bring them back down to frame the foot. Bring the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand nice and strong, and then sit your hips back. Let's come into chair. Take a nice deep breath in your chair and a deep breath out. Get grounded through your heels. Keep your weight on the back side of your body. Let your hips go down a little lower and then bring your hands to your heart space. Take a full breath in as you lean out over your legs and you twist to the right. So the left elbow goes outside the right knee. Now your hands may be really far from the center of your body. Work at drawing the hands back into center so you're shifting and twisting a little bit more. They probably won't get right back to direct center. And that's perfectly fine. You're looking to wring out all those internal organs here in this twist. It's so good for your body. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Now from here, keeping the weight in the right foot, take that left foot out long behind you and you're in a twisted low lunge. Take another breath in and another breath out. Now open up your arms if you want to, stretching just a little bit more. And then on your exhale, bring your hands down to frame the foot. Staying high on the toes of the left foot, let the knee come down and sweep up for Anjaneyasana. Just a breath here. And then exhale the hands down, come off the left knee, and take the right foot back to meet the left, and then you decide how you want to move through your flow. Rinsing it off, skipping it all together, hitting child's pose, nothing wrong with that. Listen to your body and move and breathe accordingly. Take another full breath in and a full breath out as you pedal out and pause in your down dog. One more breath in and one more breath out. And you know, even if you're not going through the motions of the flow portion of the class, you can practice your breathing. You can practice twisting if you're sitting in a chair. You can practice lifting your arms up. There's still movement to be coupled with the inhales and the exhales. And I'm telling you from personal experience, it'll change your perspective. How can it not? Maybe you're just sitting looking out the window at the beautiful sunshine, waiting for the trees to bud. It's happening. You just don't know it. So give it some time, breathe and move. All right, ready for the other side? Big breath in as you sweep the left foot out straight behind you. On your exhale, lifting up through the low belly, pull that foot forward, plant it right by your left thumb. Take a full breath in as you sweep up strong into crescent here. And then taking those 2 to 3 breaths, pause into your crescent on the left side, being sure that the knee is stacked over the ankle and that you're high on the right toes. Bend a little bit deeper into the knee. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Drop the elbows and then twist open. Big breath in, big breath out. Extend the arms. One more breath in, rebend the elbows, come back to center, shift the hands up. And then on your exhale, bring the hands down to frame the foot. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let the right knee come down, inhaling for Anjaneyasana, sweep up, sweep back. And then bring the hands down, come off the right knee, bring that foot forward to meet the left. Take a full breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, sweep high to stand. And then exhale your hips back into chair, pausing and breathing here. Take one more breath in your chair and bring your hands to your heart space. We're going to twist to the left, so take the right elbow outside the left knee. And again, if your hands are really far off center, do your best to open and twist some more, trying to draw the hands into the center of your chest. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more breath in and one more breath out. And then from here, you're going to keep that right elbow attached to the outside of that left knee and the weight in that left foot. Take the right foot out long behind you. Take a full breath in here in this twisted low lunge. And then if you'd like to open up, you can. Exhale, bring the hands down. And then you can take that left foot back to meet the right and rinse it off any way you'd like. Flowing through a vinyasa, skipping it and going back to down dog. And then once you do that, this time let's everybody bring their big toes to touch, take their knees wide. Let's go into child's pose. And as you pause in child's pose and you extend your arms out, notice where your forehead is. If it's not connected to the earth, stack your fists underneath your forehead so it's connected to something. Take a full breath in and a full breath out in your child's pose. Notice to what's happening to your body as you've been breathing and moving these first few minutes of class. Sometimes we have to take a step back and work at how we change our perspective. We have to soften and remember that this too shall pass. And there are also moments and times when it just doesn't work. So that's okay too. You practice at just staying in the moment. And then when it's over, you're like, okay, look at that. It's different. It changed. Maybe what just changed is your perspective. Take a nice deep breath in as you come up to your fingertips. Walk your fingers over to the right, stretching out your left ribs. Stay on your fingertips, keep walking, bring them back through center. Take them to the left, stretch out your right ribs. Take a nice deep breath in, bring the hands back to center. Ground your hands, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Let's go back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in when you get back into your down dog and a full breath out. And then inhale, lift the right foot out long behind you. On your exhale, bring the foot forward. Big breath in as you rise up for crescent here. And then swivel the back foot down and open up. Let's come into warrior two. Pause and breathe in your warrior two. Again, keeping that right knee stacked over the ankle, but draw the knee open so it's not caving in. Press out on the outside edge of that left foot. Stay strong in your foundation. Let it build from the ground up. And then flip your right hand. Take a nice deep breath in as you reach up and back. Stretching out those side ribs. Take your time. And then exhale, let's come into side angle. So rest that elbow lightly on the right knee and let the left hand go high. If it's behind you, bring it forward. I want you to be able to see the fingers. You're looking for that beautiful alignment from hand to shoulder to hand. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take that left hand straight out over your ear, palm down. If you'd like to reach the right hand out to meet it, that's great. Remember not to cave in. Draw that left shoulder back. And then with your next inhale, using your core, rise back up into warrior two. Turn both palms over so you can release the shoulders down and then turn the hands back over. Take one more breath in and then exhale. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Bring the left foot forward so you're in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise strong into a standing pose and then sit your hips back again for chair. Take a full breath in your chair and a full breath out. With your next inhale, stand up tall, lift the hands, come to the toes, and then exhale, reground the feet, sit back in a chair and bring your hands to your heart. Following your breath, keep moving and breathing. Inhaling, lift up, rise tall, stand, come to your toes if you choose. Exhale, ground your feet, sit your hips, chair with hands at heart. One more time, inhaling, big breath in and up, and then exhale, come on back. Beautiful. Straighten your legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank. Take a full breath in your plank and decide how you want to move through that. Lowering down, skipping it all together. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. When you're back in your down dog, paddle out your feet if you need to, or just be comfortable in the stillness. Take another breath in and another breath out. Inhale the left leg straight up behind you. With your exhale, draw that foot forward, planted by your thumb. Full breath in as you rise up into crescent. Pause and breathe in your crescent just long enough to get your balance. And then swivel the right foot down. Let's open up into warrior two on the left. And again, as you concentrate on the strength of your foundation, that left knee is opening up toward the pinky side of the left foot, but you're still pressing out on the outside edge of the right foot. Draw the right thigh bone back just a touch. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Flip the left hand, sweep up, reach back, pausing to stretch out all those intercostal muscles. Draw the shoulder back. One more breath in here. Don't come out of the knee. And then on your exhale, let's come into side angle on the left. Right hand goes high. Stay light with the left forearm resting on the left thigh. Breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then take that right arm forward over your ear, palm down. If you want, if you're able to breathe deep and stay focused on where you are, you can lift the left hand out to meet it, and then using your core, rise back up strong into your warrior two. Again, flipping the palms up so you can let the shoulders come down, then turn the hands back over. Take a full breath in your warrior two and a full breath out, and then cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Again, rinsing this off and flowing as you'd like. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Every once in a while when you see me turn and look, it's because I like to make sure the sunshine is still there. And I get to change my focus and pay attention to the birds that are chirping. And it reminds me that it's a beautiful day. And I'm really grateful that all of you are here, taking care of you, maybe working on your own perspective. It is Friday after all. So we can find some gratitude in that. Knowing that we're going to be taking care of ourselves in just a few short moments as we head into some restorative poses. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale that right leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Big breath in. Let's just go right into warrior two. So you rise strong, swivel that left foot down, open up the arms, breathe deep. Strong and beautiful pose here. And then flip the right hand, big breath in, reach it back. Exhaling back, come to your warrior two. Straighten the right leg, get tall and strong. Shift the left hip back as you reach forward with your right fingertips And then hinging at the hips, let the hand come down right below the knee. Left hand goes high. If you've got your cans of crushed tomatoes handy, put one under your right hand. Also, you could use a block. All that does is make your arm just a little bit longer so you can lift more through the chest and the torso, so you can take a nice deep breath in and rotate that right around. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause and breathe. And then nice and slow, rebend the right knee, come back into your warrior two, opening up your arms, let your shoulders release. And then following your breath, let's rinse that off. So flip the right hand, stretch it up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Pause, coming to your left toes. You're in a low lunge. Walk your foot outside your hands. So bring both hands on the inside of your foot. And we're gonna come into lizard. Okay, so again, if you have blocks that you can put underneath your arms, if that's too deep of a stretch for you to get your forearms down to the ground, that's fine. Or you could stay on your hands, but you can open up that right knee. Let the knee just open slightly more so you can make some space in your hip. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more breath in and one more breath out. And then when you're ready, if you're on your forearms, come back up to your hands. Take a full breath in as you lift up. And then you can walk that right foot back in between your hands, just like normal. Pause and breathe. And then with your breath, step that right foot back to meet your left so you're back in plank. Take a nice deep breath in your plank, and whether your knees are up or down, we're going to take 2 push-ups. So bend the elbows slightly. Push back up on an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and then this time lower all the way down, breathing into your cobra or up dog, and then shifting your hips back up, downward facing dog. Remember, you're working at listening to your body, moving in time with your inhales and your exhales. You can modify or intensify anything you want along the way. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more side, and then we're gonna head into some restorative poses. Ready? Big breath in, left leg goes out behind you. On your exhale, bring that foot forward. We're gonna come into warrior two on the left. So really ground down on the outside of your right foot. Keep drawing that left knee open toward the pinky side of your foot. And then with your breath, flip the left hand, big breath in as you stretch up, reaching back. And then exhale, come on back into your warrior two. Straighten the left leg, shift the right hip back as you reach forward with your left fingertips, and then hinging at the hip, let's come into triangle on this side. Keep drawing that right shoulder back, and again, a block or a can of tomatoes under your hand is awesome. Use your props. Let yourself help yourself. It's not a sign of weakness. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. You're looking to make it work. Take a nice deep breath in your triangle. Keep drawing that right shoulder back, finding more twisting through the rib cage. One more breath in, and then rebend the left knee. Come on back to your warrior two. We're gonna rinse this off. Flip the left hand, stretch up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Pause, come up to the right toes, lifting the heel nice and high, and then walk the left foot to the outside of the hands. So both hands are on the inside. And we're gonna come into lizard here. So as you start to lower down, coming to your forearms, you can let that left knee open up, creating more space in the left hip. You can stay on the right toes or take the knee down, your choice. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Pause in your lizard and really work at what's happening in your head. Sometimes that self-talk takes over. Let the self-talk be positive and encouraging. You can do this. It's just for a couple more breaths. You're creating strength, you're creating flexibility, and you're allowing yourself to just be here in this moment, which will not last. So enjoy right where you are. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And as you start to lift back up, coming to your hands, maybe coming off the right knee. Work that left foot back in between your hands and pause in your low lunge. Take a full breath in as you lift through the low belly, and then take the left foot back to meet the right. Pause in your plank. Again, 2 push-ups, that's all. You can take your knees down if you'd like. Keep your elbows close to your side bodies, lower halfway. Big breath in as you push back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhaling for cobra or up dog. Breathing and moving through these postures until you get back into downward facing dog. That's awesome. Pedal out your feet one last time. Let your knees come down to the mat. Come to sit on your heels, or you could sit on your bottoms with your legs crossed. Nice work. Take a big breath in, stretch up one more time. Bring your hands to your heart space. We're going to get into some restorative poses now. I know that makes some of you very happy. Okay? So, this is what we're going to do this morning. We are going to get either a bolster or rolled blankets. You know how we've been taking the bath towels and rolling them so we get this nice fat roll? You can use your bath towels, or if you have a bolster or a firm couch cushion, we're going to put that long on your mat. And if you have a block and or a can of crushed tomatoes, we're going to put the block or the can of tomatoes under the bolster so it's at an angle, okay? And then you're going to sit your hips up really close to the back of the bolster. And you're going to lay back, bring the soles of your feet together, and let your knees open wide, working on a hip opener. Now, I don't want your legs to go too far, so grab another couple of towels or soft pillows, and you're going to put one under each knee, so you have something to rest on. I don't want your hip flexors to be working so hard. This is not about work. This is about letting go and finding some relaxation and some ease, okay? So we're shifting our perspective now from moving and building heat and working our muscles to finding a place where we can let go and relax, all right? Now, you should also have an extra blanket handy in case you're cool. You can cover up with that. It's always good to stay warm when we're doing restorative. So, with blankets or pillows under your knees and your bolster or blanket cushion, whatever, behind you, lay back. You can interlace your fingers right on your low belly or let your backs of your hands rest on the floor. If you have a washcloth, you can cover your eyes. And as you get settled into this pose, I want you to take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you're hearing music in the background, that will eventually fade away and it'll get quiet. And that's exactly what we need. So go internal. Listen to the breath as it settles and slows. We'll be in this pose for maybe 10 minutes. And then I'm going to ring the bells to bring you out. So don't worry, I'll be here watching. I can't see you, but I can pretend. Take a full breath in and let go into this beautiful reclined pose. Start to deepen your breath. Bring a little movement into your hands and then take them to the outsides of your knees and close your knees up like a book with your feet planted on the ground. Pause here for a moment. And then when you're ready, roll to your right side and just linger there, curled up for a moment. Take a full breath in here and a full breath out. And then using your hands, push yourself up to a seat. How was that? It's a great place to start. Our next pose is going to be legs up the wall or legs over the couch, depending on what kind of space that you have. So if you have a wall carved out where you can put yourself up against it, take that couch cushion, something firm, or your bolster, and a lot of times we need to make it a little bit taller than we think. So I use a block underneath mine, and then I rest my bolster on the block against the wall. Now this is important. If you don't have socks on, you want a blanket to cover your feet because your toes will get a little chilly. So before you lay down, set yourself up with a blanket, another bath towel, or something that you can cover your feet with. Should be weighted a little bit. And your other blanket or bath towel that you have, I want you to fold it in half. And then I want you to take the corners, the open corners on the bottom, and fold it into almost like a triangle. So you're making this little nest. See, and then you can push down here. Okay, do you see that? The corners turned under. Very good. This is your headrest, your little nest for your head. And then you put it down behind you. See right here? And then my head's gonna go right here in this crook of this. Now, the edges of this blanket do not get crammed into the curve of my neck. It just rests near the tops of my shoulders. You're just resting your noggin. Pretend your head is a great big melon and it's just being rested into this little nest that you made. That's important. And then you shift your chin down a little bit. Okay, so let's get into this pose. It will not be a long pose, maybe 5 minutes or so. Okay, so turn yourself around. Get as close as you can. And if you don't have a wall to work with, just go over to the edge of your couch. Bend your legs so that they're leaning against the couch cushion. Carve up your feet. And then work your way up so that your legs are resting against the bolster. Pull your head pillow in from behind. Open up your hands. Take a nice deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And again, let go. Cover your eyes. And I'll ring the bells when it's time to come out. Again, we won't be here long. Take a nice deep breath in and a slow breath out. And then allow your feet to come down off the bolster or the couch cushion. And again, hugging your knees into your chest, roll to your right side. And we're going to set up for Stonehenge. Stonehenge Shavasana you can do in your bed, in the living room, against the couch. You can grab those 28-ounce crushed tomato cans, or you can use blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to set that up like this. Blocks go on the tallest side. Use your crushed tomato cans with maybe an extra blanket on top of that, and then more blankets on top, because you want to build a nice little, get it, Stonehenge? And then don't forget your head pillow and an eye cover. And then if you have a blanket that you want to cover yourself up with completely, like I said, it's always nice to stay warm during your restorative Shavasanas, okay? So again, this is really good for you. It's important to take time to rest and relax, even if you think that's all you've been doing, because you haven't shut your mind off. I know you haven't, because I know I haven't. So allow yourself these moments to have your perspective change for where you think you are and what you think you need. Let the breath take you to this wonderful place called Shavasana. Lay down, bend your knees over your Stonehenge or your couch. Let your head nestle into your head pillow, tipping your chin down. Take off your glasses if you have them on. Cover your eyes with an eye pillow or a washcloth. And then take your blanket and cover yourself up. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let your arms be about 45 degrees away from your side bodies, palms up. And then with another round of inhaling and exhaling, allow yourself to settle in and just let go. Don't worry, I'll be here. I'll ring the bells when it's time to come out. But for now, just be quiet and be in your Shavasana. Take a full inhale and a nice slow exhale. Start to wiggle your fingers. Maybe shift your feet right to left. And then with your next breath, draw your knees back into your chest. Give yourself another hug and allow yourself to roll to your right side. And you can linger there for a few moments. Maybe noticing if your perspective has changed. I watched an amazing video last night of a little boy who turned 5. And there was a video of his birthday parade. And there were so many cars. And it was so cute to see this little boy start to jump up and down. And his sister was jumping up and down. And his mother reported that this was his best birthday ever. And I'm guessing that it was a little bit anxious for the parents, because let's face it, when a milestone birthday comes along, you want to make it special, you want to make it amazing, and you want to have people around to celebrate it. We're just not there right now. So many things are happening around us that are just not the way we think they should be. But if we shift our perspective and we look at it from a different angle, how beautiful to be able to see things with fresh eyes, the clarity that it brings, the joy, the pure, simple fun of watching cars drive by and waving and beeping, and that it was his best birthday ever. It was a beautiful video to watch. Using your hands, if you haven't already pushed yourself up, please sit nice and tall. Take a full breath in as you stack one vertebrae on top of the other, and then with your next inhale, lift the arms up, stretch up, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands right into your heart space and pause, resting your thumbs right on your heart. The light and truth in me sees that in each of you. I look forward to these Friday Flow and Restores. I look forward to eventually seeing you again. And if you ever have any questions about restorative or what you could use to help support yourself in this practice, you know you can reach out to me anytime. Again, the light and truth in me sees that in each of you. Thank you for being here. And together we say, Namaste.